few minutes. Welcome to Civility 360, your platform for all things productivity and civility, where civility, influence, and action are our deliverables. I am your host, Professor Vernet A. Joseph, and I am joined always by my good friend, Global World Civility Leader, Sir Clyde Rivers. How are you doing today, my friend?
Professor B, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Every time we get the chance to do one of these shows, it's priceless. And thank you for being who you are to the world.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Well, today we will be discussing Challenge Champions and Heroes Global Initiative for Special Needs. And we have special awards that we'll be doing today. We want to bring some dynamic people into the show today to help you understand how God is moving across the globe. Now, before we get started, sir, I just want to kind of introduce some of the people that we'll be having on. So the one, the only Dr. Robin Lococo. Tell us a little bit about Dr. Robin.
Man, Dr. Robin Lococo, she is a world leader. And hear this, she is a silent leader. She's not going to take the microphone and wow the crowd. But the work she produces, she just authored her own book. She has started challenge. Come on now. She has started Challenge Champions and Heroes to help bring awareness to special needs and their caregivers. This is an heroic institution because no one has thought about this around the world, but Dr. Lococo with a big heart. Thank you, Dr. Lococo, for your heart to help the world.
Absolutely. Now talk to us about Soyam Shah.
My goodness, Soyam Shah, world idea. This is one of the great young voices of this world. No, and here it is. When I talk about voice, her actual audio matches her video. Woo! And let me explain what that is. That means whatever she says she's gonna do, she does it. Some people, Dr. V, as you say, their audio doesn't match the video. Soyam Shah is a young person that's impacting this world, and her audio matches her video.
Oh, man, that's dynamic. That's what's needed in the world today, Sir Clyde Rivers. Let's talk about Dr. Jared Akama.
The guy's a legend. The guy is one of the brilliant minds. I worked in 80 nations of the world, and I can tell you something. Jared Akama is one of the true great voices, and he's a humble man. He doesn't fight for the front, but he's someone I value to the utmost. He's been there. He's been a part of my life, and I value the voice of Jared Akama. Professor Akama, thank you.
Absolutely. Wow. I mean, so many different titles. This young man has done it, and that's why we continue to salute them from all around the globe. Let's talk about Dr. Juma Nushan.
The guy is one of the great leading voices as a young pastor, and he's adopted the civility movement. This man, if you ever had the chance to hear him speak, one of the most genuine people you'll meet, and we need people like him to help lead the future. He is my friend, and he's a great leader.
My. And then later on in the show, we will have Dominic Obadiah. Let's talk a little bit about him.
All I can tell you is his actions speak way louder than his words. This is a man that's been out there in this season in the forefront, making sure people have food, making sure taking things to people, laying his life down for others. And this young man, if we had more people like him in the world, it would be a much better place.
Well, that's what this is all about. You all have heard us say that civility, listen to me very clearly, civility is the engine that drives our world. And when we are all civil, when civility becomes contagious, the world becomes a better place. So today we're going to be discussing and talking about the global initiative of Challenge Champions and Heroes. And we could not do that without the one and only Dr. Robin Lococo. I'm getting ready to bring her to the stage. And Sir Clyde Rivers, if you would just, man, if you could just let the world know how awesome Dr. Robin is. Here she comes to the stage. Dr. Robin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Dr. Burnett. How are you?
Phenomenal, and I can't complain. Talk to us, Sir Clyde Rivers.
Okay, let me introduce Dr. Lococo to you. She is the Presidential Award winner for her service of over 4,000 volunteer hours in America. She is the top 20 Woman of the Year with the Congressional Danny K. Davis Award. Wait, people, hey, I think you missed a chance to amen there. But and this is what I'm saying. Those are two of the top awards in the world. And what makes this so different is Dr. Lococo doesn't hold the microphone. She has served her way to the top. And this is why her book, people, if you haven't got this, I'm not a bookseller. This here needs to be in your library. So,
get it.
Thank you.
Dr. Lococo, thank you for what you've done, what you've created, even having a heart for special needs to include. She's established an awareness day to bring an awareness to the whole globe that special needs are just as valuable as any other human being in the world. Dr. Lococo, thank you.
Amen. Thank you for that introduction. So thank you all for being here today in support of Challenge Champions and Heroes. It's my heart, and I know you guys' heart also. So thank you for everything that you've done. So a little bit about Challenge Champions and Heroes. It's an organization that I created to bring honor and recognition to the special needs communities of the world. We believe that every life is valuable, and we want to show the world that they have gifts and talents also. We do that through our honor system, which is ICN's honor system, which is the largest in the world. And we present them with different awards and medallions and pins for their accomplishments.
Very good. Very, very good. Dr. V, over to you.
Listen, my heart is full. And, you know, anytime you find yourself being able to produce and serve, you are in the right place. I call that you are living your purpose. And I can honestly say that Dr. Robin Lococo is a person who is living her purpose. She has found the niche in life on how she is transforming this world. And as you have heard, you know, Dr. Robin Lococo is championing the Challenge Champions and Heroes initiative worldwide. And later on, you will see what we are talking about. If I can give you just a glimpse of what I am talking about, let's see if I can pull this in for you. First and foremost, you've heard us talk about this specific book. When you talk about a person who understands the life of servanthood, she created a book and crafted a narrative, serving to the top, serving to the top. You heard the awards that were mentioned. There they are, even on the book cover. And I just want to salute you. And I know that this is not, you know, anything that you've asked of us, but I would be remiss if we didn't honor the work that you continue to do around the globe. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do and how you show up to make this world a better place. And as you always say, they're not special needs, they're just differently abled. Now, before we bring in one of our guests today, I'd like for you to explain to the world how Challenge Champions and Heroes started and who does it salute and support?
Exactly. Challenge Champions and Heroes was created in honor of my sister, Deborah Marie Mosier. She died of cerebral palsy when she was 3 years old. So that's my heart to give all this honor to her. That was the reason for its creation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yourself, you are a
Yes.
challenge champions and hero as well. Can you let the listening and those who are watching the video online know how you yourself are
Yes.
also a part of this?
Of course. I was born 9 pounds or 2 pounds 9 ounces, and currently 4'9". So I consider myself vertically challenged. So I know what it's like to be treated differently, be called names. And, I went through all that through school, being called shortstop and peewee and all the names, being patted on the head, all the things you can imagine that how people treat you differently. So I know what that's like. And that's something that I want to bring awareness to, that we don't want to treat people that way. We want to get to know them for who they are and the gifts and talents that they have.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Once again, when you talk about someone doing a work from the heart,
Yes.
you can see why Dr. Robin Lococo is who she is and how she shows up and actually affects our world. So I just want to say thank you, Dr. Lococo, for all that you do. You have people all the way from Wales who are cheering you on, people from Nairobi, Tampa, India. That's what it's all about. Indiana. People really need to hear our everyday heroes that are making a difference in the lives of others. So thank you for all that you do. I want to take a moment, if we could, to bring our first guest on, Professor Jared Akama. He's going to come on and talk to his interactions with challenge champions and heroes. Let me bring Professor Jared Akama to the stage. Blessings, sir. How are you?
I'm good, and you, sir?
Phenomenal. It is a pleasure to have you on today. I am going to defer directly to Dr. Robin Lococo as she brings you in today.
Oh, welcome, Professor Jared Akama. Thank you for supporting Challenge Champions and Heroes. I welcome you today, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say about the special needs and youth in Africa.
Yes. And Jared, Professor Akama, could you share with us what is the state of special needs in Kenya?
Thank you, Dr. Rivers and Dr. Coco and the professor for asking that question. From the way I'm dressed, it can tell you what kind of person I am. I have decided today to dress as a chaplain. A chaplain is a man of God who attends to God's people in a crisis. You can agree with me that special people with needs are the people in a crisis. How have we managed to do it in my country? It has not been easy. It has been a struggle and a challenge and a fight. And basically some homes and families before the year 2010, before we enacted our new constitution, people used to get children with special needs and they hide them. They cannot bring them into place.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the person can live his full life and die, and you will never know that home has got someone who has been physically challenged. What have we done? As we were struggling to change our constitution, Article 50 of the Kenyan Constitution, it recognized people with special needs. And our Constitution, Chapter 4 on the Bill of Rights, it outlaws discrimination. So Article 54, it says, a person with any disability is entitled to all the privileges.
Mm.
They have been registered. And hear this. Jesus once said that the rejected stone can be useful in the family. With the poverty in Kenya and in Africa, do you know people with this, the special needs have been registered by the government and they receive monthly stipends? And in fact, they are now the income earners for their family. So the Constitution has recognized them. Even the buildings in my country, it did not take account of these people. As we speak now, there is no building which can be built in Kenya if it has got no provision for people who are physically challenged. The other thing, the Constitution has ensured that people with special needs, they are entitled to communication, that is sign language. Our communication, our televisions, there is always in any meeting someone with the sign language. The people who are blind have been recognized. So in the nutshell, and what we need to do, as I change nations, basically, Dr. Rivers, I was saying that our business is not to change nations. Our business is to change people. And we will only change people. And remember, Jesus said, not all people who call me Lord, Lord will see the kingdom. The best way we can do is to ensure that the governments of the world, in their constitutions, recognizes people with special needs. I'm telling you, in Kenya today, people in special needs have got special advantages. They are elected, they are nominated to Parliament, to the Senate, to the County Assembly. They have got their provision, even procurement, even business. So basically, with our new constitution of 2010, Kenya, we are moving progressive, and I can say that we can stand tall among the nations of the world who have recognized people with special needs.
Professor Akama, thank you for that riveting speech.
Thank you.
Yes. And the wonderful thing is when someone is passionate, it is evident. And we are grateful and thankful that you, Professor Akama, are making a difference in Kenya, and that the government of Kenya has recognized how important it is to take care of individuals with special needs or those who are differently able. We believe in a world where everyone is valuable. And when the world recognizes that, the world will become a better place. Thank you so much for modeling civility and showing the world what true civility in action looks like. You are truly a legend, my friend, and I'm grateful to know you. Blessings.
Thank you, Dr. Akama.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready to bring in someone who is going to be inducted into the roles of challenge champions and heroes. And I want to give Dr. Lokoko an opportunity to speak of Ms. Soyam Shaw as we bring her on. Dr. Akama, I am going to pull you off for just a moment. Hang tight with us. Thank you again, and blessings to you for all the work that you do in the Challenge Champions and Heroes arena. Would you like some parting words, sir?
Thank you. I would only say that this is marvelous. This is God is doing. The world is watching that I change nations and the civility. We are trying to recognize what God gave us to do. We were all created in the image of God, and God knew us before we were born. And anybody with special needs is born so that God may receive the honor and the glory.
Yes, indeed. Thank you once again, sir. All right, Dr. Lokoko, we're getting ready to go into a phase of the show where we are going to bring in we have Soyam Shaw who will be joining us, but I'd like to do this overlay so that people can understand what it means to be a regional representative of Challenge Champions and Heroes. Now, your National Awareness Day is July 29th
Yes.
July 29th of every year. And
Yes.
these are some of the Challenge Champions and Heroes Global Leadership. So we will be bringing in Soyam Shaw. I'd love for you to talk a little bit about Soyam as she comes on.
Sure. Good morning, Soyam. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. Today I have nominated Soyam Shaw as a global youth representative for Challenge Champions and Heroes. She is a brilliant young lady that I trust will give good advice and good leadership. And she also has a heart for the Challenge Champions and Heroes in Africa and around the world. So I'm very excited to give her this nomination, this position with Challenge Champions and Heroes. And I know that she will do outstanding work for us, and I'm very excited.
Very, very, very good. And Dr. Burnett, I cannot not talk about Soyam Shaw.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
They're just. If there was an actual bucket of an actual puddle of water, she could walk across it. I'm telling you.
I have to move over on this one, right?
yeah. Because this one, again, I said her audio matches her video.
Yeah.
When she says she's helping and they're going to do it, they do it. I mean, in my opinion, she is one of the great young voices, not for Africa, for the entire globe, because her actions speak louder than her words. And her parents, man, I love Manosh and Jana, two of them, just amazing people, man. So I love the Shaw family.
Absolutely. Well, before we have you say a few words, let me make sure that the world knows that today, Soyam Shaw has been inducted into the Global Youth Representative of Challenge Champions and Heroes. And this is being done by Dr. Robin Lakoko, president and founder, right here on Civility 360. We salute, we support, and appreciate Soyam Shaw for the work that she is already doing and the work that she will continue to do around the globe. Blessings to you, Soyam, and Africa is a better place because you are in it. Yes, indeed. Congratulations, Soyam. Blessings to you.
Yes.
Would you like
Soyam,
to say a few words? Go ahead, Sir Clyde Rivers.
Soyam, talk to us about special needs in Kenya. What is the state of affairs of special needs work needed in Kenya?
So before I answer your question, I would just like to say a couple of words. I just wanted to wish everyone a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening from wherever in the world you are tuned in. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Clyde Rivers, Dr. Joseph, and Dr. Lakoko for giving me this opportunity.
You are welcome.
And I would also like to start by extending my sincere appreciation and gratitude to you, Dr. Lakoko, for inviting me to say a few words on this auspicious occasion and for having me the trust and confidence in appointing me as the Challenge Champions, Heroes, and Global Youth Advisor. Please rest assured that I will do my level best to carry out my duties and responsibilities as directed and guided by all the Challenge Champions and Heroes members and caretakers. At the same time, I would like to extend my deepest appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Sir Clyde Rivers, who is not only my role model, my inspiration, but also the person who has mentored me and guided me to whom and what I am today.
Wow,
Also, I am very excited that Mr. Dominic Obadia from Kenya is being recognized later this evening. I do know of all the great accomplishments that Dominic has done, which has truly impacted many needy and underprivileged members of our society. And I wish him the best in all his endeavors. So in Kenya and in Africa, one of the areas I'm very passionate about is giving leadership and working with Lions clubs in Kenya and Africa. I'm very passionate and involved in the Special Olympics program in East and African region, where we've been instrumental in the opening eyes and health inclusion programs for the intellectually challenged athletes. And also, having said that, we've also been able to be in the forefront of organizing and hosting the first African Special Olympics Summit. We also work with the physically challenged, especially children and youth, on a regular basis, offering them hope and support to lead a better life. Through the Special Olympics, I've also had the privilege of working with children living with albinism. Most of these children are segregated not only because of their skin color, but also because majority of them have some sort of disabilities, either with vision, hearing, or physical challenge. You can only imagine that is a fraction of what Africa faces today. This is like only a fraction. We have only managed to serve over 500,000 of the children and people in this with special needs. But our work has only started right now. 2 weeks ago, we also managed to distribute 15,000 white canes to people in Africa. 15,000 white canes is only a fraction of a number of people, but can you imagine all those 15,000 blind and visually impaired citizens of Kenya not being able to see or have a feel of what life is today?
Wow.
Not only to forget even the deaf and the dumb, as so they say. There's another problem here in Kenya, and I'm sure in rest of the parts of Africa, is where disabled children are abandoned and they're taken into remand homes or they're thrown on the streets. So we work in collecting them with the remand home centers, giving them a shelter. And yes, we do have well wishers to give them funding for food and bedding, but what about their education and their well-being? So we work on education programs and activities that we can work with this disabled abandoned children within the remand homes, let alone that diabetes and other areas of disabilities. And I'm really glad that Dr. Robin Lokoko shared her inspiring story, because we also work with children with cerebral palsy, and we also support the local community in this area. I can't even start to share with you what the issues and challenges are here in Kenya. But the good news is that we have started working. We have managed to serve over 500,000 citizens of our country. We have started working with the East African region, and we really look forward, and I really look forward to working with Dr. Lokoko and yourselves to help us carry this program a lot forward. And I would just like to conclude and share a quote by Robert M. Hensel. There is no greater disability in society than the inability to see a person as more. So I wish to this honors event all the very best. Thank you so much for appointing me in this position, and God bless you all. And we look forward to presenting Dominic with his award today.
Yes.
Awesome.
Give a big hand.
Thank you. You can see why Soyam Shaw is in the place to be. Come on, talk to us, Dr. Robin.
Yes. Soyam, that is my favorite quote, the one that you used. I love it. Thank you so much. And thank you for your encouraging words and all that you're doing. Yeah, it's in the book.
Dr. Lokoko, I'm also vertically impaired, just like you. I'm called a dwarf.
We're going to work well together.
Blessings, blessings. Yes, indeed. Well, it is definitely a distinct pleasure and honor as we continue to connect the globe with the Challenge Champions and Heroes initiative. It is a great honor to see the work of someone who cares so much for the Challenge Champions and Heroes. And now the work is being spread all over the world. If you are watching this show, I challenge you to share the feed. I challenge you to start a watch party. I challenge you to connect someone who is deserving of a Challenge Champions and Heroes award. Because there are awards given all throughout the year, all throughout the globe for great work that is being done by our differently abled community. So you can connect with anyone that you see on the line if you know us, or directly to Dr. Robin Lococo. Dr. Robin, I'll give you the parting words, both you and Sir Clyde Rivers. Soya, we don't want you to go anywhere, but we're going to progress through the actual show. And we just want to say that we are godly proud of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Soya. Thank you. And if you do, if anyone has somebody that they would like to honor, you can reach me at robin.challengechampions@gmail.com, or you can go to my website at www.challengechampionsandheroes.com, and the heroes is spelled without the E. So.
Absolutely.
Soya, just no words. No words. You're one of the best, and I'll say that on any stage in the world. You're one of the best young people I know in the globe, bar none. So thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Please hang tight with us, Soyam. We're going to continue to progress through the actual show. Thank you so much for all that you're doing, and we look forward to the work ahead. Blessings to you. All right, so next up, we are bringing up on the stage Dr. Juma Nushan. Dr. Juma Nushan is a dynamic individual making big things happen around the globe. Sir Clyde Rivers and Dr. Robin, would you please say a few words about Dr. Juma?
Dr. Cody, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. This young man, look at that face, people. This is a face that you will see impact the whole world. Juma, thank you for your work with civility. You're one of our youth leaders with civility around the world, and also I Change Nations. Man, we're so honored. I wanted you to be on this show. I said, Dr. Lococo, you have to have Dr. Juma, because that man is making a difference. Yeah. Dr. Lococo, over to you.
I know, Dr. Zuma, I haven't worked directly with you too much. I know you're part of ICN, and we've done some honor awards for you. But I know that you work with the youth, and I'm very interested in you participating in Challenge Champions and Heroes with me. So I look forward to your wisdom that you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Robin Lococo. Thank you, Sir Clyde Rivers. You are always amazing. I can't eat enough of the grace upon your life. Professor V, you are doing an amazing job. You're connecting the entire globe. I can't celebrate you enough. I'm so much honored. For me, this is a huge, massive honor to be here, to be in this show of the heroes. And Dr. Robin Lococo, I've been following everything that deals with the challenged heroes. I have been following step by step. You are doing incredible job. Thank you so much for inspiring and bringing life to all our challenged heroes. Some of them who never knew they were heroes have come to realize they are heroes. Look at what you have just done. I want, first of all, to celebrate my very own sister, Soyam Shah. Congratulations, my beloved sister. You deserve this. I celebrate you, together with my brother who is going to be also honored today, Obadiah. You have continually demonstrated your compassion. I have evidence. I follow you, and I can say that these awards are coming to the right people who have demonstrated value, demonstrated compassion, and demonstrated the heroism we are looking in humanity. Thank you so much, my friend. God richly bless you. As for myself in this broadcast, I want to say I'm so much blessed and overwhelmed. And when I was invited in this broadcast, I was just asking myself, what will I say? I have all along been an advocate of the young people. I am so passionate in building leadership in the young people. And I just realized that the young people, the youths, are vulnerable. And being vulnerable, it means that they are also challenged as far as all the provisions of life is concerned. And I will just point out a number of few things for you to understand how our young people, just by the fact that they are youths, they are already heroes but challenged in life, politically, economically, socially. They are vulnerable. I was just interacting recently. I know I've not shared this with my mentor, Sir Clyde Rivers, but I have introduced something we call the civility camp, where I'm gathering young people. In fact, it's coming to become a bomb because this civility camp is gathering the young people, and I'm just listening the challenges they are passing through socially. I'm just listening the challenges they are passing through in their vision. And one of the things I've been asking myself, the key question has been, do youth have ideas? Do they have thoughts? Do they have visions? Are they being nurtured well? Are these visions being challenged? And in that very, I want to call it a pilot program of civility camp, in that pilot, I discovered that the young people are massively blessed with all abilities, with great ideas, but they are highly challenged. And where did I establish this? Some of them were able to admit that our government uses statistics to gain funds, and these funds constitutionally are supposed to come to help us, but we never see this. What does that mean? They are facing challenges. They only are important statistically to procure funds, but dreams, their visions, their ideas are not counting. So in this civility camp, I am realizing that the very programs designed to help these young people victimize them. And we are out to advocate, to create a space and a platform through courageous conversation, so that we may have these young people also honored. I'll be talking to Sir Clyde Rivers to help me in that area, because I do believe that out of this civility camp, we are going to have the civility youth champions who are going to stand with the needs of the young people. So what am I saying, Dr. Robin? I'm simply saying that young people are vulnerable, and being vulnerable, they are victimized in many areas and challenged in many areas economically. The compassion and the concern that people have to the young people has not only been well articulated, the concern has been crippled by many things, including corruption. You get it? I'm just talking from the point of practicality. Professor Jack mentioned something. In our country, for instance, we have recognition and provision of individuals that are challenged. But even the funds that God are supposed to go to facilitate that, who is managing it? How are they managing? The challenge has not been there is no funds, but are these funds reaching and translating the lives of these challenged individuals?
Exactly.
We have a question, and that's why my point. I have this platform that is running right now in the civility camp. It's called Courageous Conversation. We are running it so that at the end of the day, we want to believe that heroes will come out of this young kid. And my last submission, possibly I may say, is that, we must make the needs of these challenged people to be our needs as a community of humanity. Until we make the needs of these challenged people our own needs, we would not be helping them. On my own point of standing, I have been able to foster about 15 young people who have stayed with me for the last 18 years. In my own house, they have passed through my hands, and right now they are adults. Some of them have no parents. Others, their parents could not be able to nurture them and give them values in life. All this, the experience I've had in nurturing them has made me to learn one truth, that until we make the needs of these challenged people our own needs, our help will be inferior. And that's why I encourage people everywhere. This is not a government job. Look at our brother Dominic, he's always closer to me. We do many things together. But he didn't wait for the government to do what he himself can do. And that is the spirit we need to encourage everybody. There is something you can do. Once the needs of a challenged person becomes your own need, you will find something constructive to help out. So I encourage us everywhere, all over the globe, let us embrace the spirit of compassion. Emerson, I remember this quote. Emerson said something: life is short, but there is always a time of courtesy and a time of compassion. Yes, life is short, but you can always get time to demonstrate.
Very good.
Once again.
Yes.
All right, Dr. Juma, thank you. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement. Thank you for your compassion and your courtesy as you exude that in your country and around the globe. Yes, we are grateful and thankful for you. Dr. Robin and then Sir Clyde Rivers.
Yes, I thank you, Dr. Zuma, for your words of encouragement. We hear you. We hope the world hears you, that the special needs people need to be recognized and they need to be helped, and just acknowledged for all that they can do and who they are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Juma, thank you, sir. Your voice of advocacy is being heard. Don't stop. Where young people are 100% of our future. So
Yes.
It's important that we impact them now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We are definitely appreciative. Hold tight there, Dr. Juma, as we continue on in the show. Well, as you all have heard, many things are being done around the globe in this global initiative, Challenge Champions and Heroes. Today, we also have the pleasure of bringing another special guest on the show. And I want to have Sir Clyde Rivers and Dr. Robin Lococo speak of Dominic as we bring him forward to the stage.
Okay. Want me to start this time?
Yes.
Dominic Obadiah, I've been watching your work in Kenya for some time now. You're an awesome young man that really has a heart to help others. You really put the hands-in work every day to help these people. I've seen you build restrooms, build homes, feed the people, clothe the people, and just helping the special needs with wheelchairs and canes and everything that they need. And I love you. So continue to do your work there in Africa, and I look forward to working with you.
Dominique Obadiah, there are no words. You are one young man that has championed a cause by yourself. You are being recognized today by I Change Nations, the world's largest culture of honor organization in the world. And Dr. Lokoko, the president and founder of Challenge Champions and Heroes and I Change Nations, you are one of the second people appointed in the world as a person of the year for Kenya. Man, your work is impeccable. We need the entire world to understand that a young man with a passion picked up a cause greater than himself. And I know as you started this work, you had no idea that you'd become an international person of the year for the world's largest culture of honor organization in the world. I Change Nations, Challenge Champion Heroes. Dominique Obadiah, Person of the Year, 2020 Kenya. Dr. Robin Lakoko, thank you so much for your heart to look beyond and find this great man. Dominique, we're honored.
Ooh, congratulations, Dominic.
Blessings, blessings, Dominic. The work precedes you, my friend, and we are super, super proud of the work that you're doing. I salute you, as you've heard already from world leaders. And the beauty of this work is this: evidence and results happen because people have compassion and care. They don't do the work for recognition, but recognition is truly something that the world must see. We want to give you your flowers. We want to give you your applause, your accolades while you are alive. You are truly an everyday hero, and we want to honor you. And it is a pleasure to actually get to meet you digitally, and we look forward to the work that we'll all be able to do together to change this world. So we salute you. God bless you. Do you have a few words that you would share with us, Dominic, on the work that you're doing?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm greatly honored. I'm just out of words. I can't believe this is happening. But I thank God. I can see it with my own eyes. Back in 2014, I had a dream. My dream was to serve people greater than me. My dream was to reach out to people and be able to be of service to them. And then I've been trying to purpose in this continent, in this world. How can I be of service to people? Because I believe there are two great days in a man's life, as Mark Twain said: the day you were born and the day you discover where you were born. Then back in 2015, I started doing humanitarian work, reaching out to people, basically on sustainable development projects. Back then, I resigned from my work as a reservation manager in one of the hotels in Masai Mara, Kenya, to serve humanity. I joined a lady I really treasure by the name Ann Webb, and we started rolling. So we've been helping out building natural springs, protecting them so that people can have clean water. We've been reaching out with vulnerable communities, those that are especially challenged and differently enabled, to help them with goats and cows and helping with vegetable gardens. Then later, as I moved on doing this, in 2019, a miracle happened. And my miracle happened on January the 14th, when I met Ambassador Dr. Ruben West Satellite Rivers on the same place in Nairobi, that's when my life changed. It took 360 degrees turn. That day, you taught me Satellite Rivers. It went right into my brain, and my subconscious was wired differently. You're a great man of faith, and I will always see you as my mentor as long as I live. Then I went back to the villages thinking, what can I do to be able to be of service to people? I was trying to find niche. Yes, I'm loving humanity. What am I called for? What is my calling on this continent? I went to Uganda in 2018. I met Dr. Robin Elokoko, my sister, an amazing friend of mine. We talked. She is bigger than a heart. When you listen to her, your life will never be the same again. I remember our Uganda meeting like yesterday. I treasure you. I honor you, my sister. And I know when I saw you that day, I found my need. I'm called to serve specially enabled people amongst us.
Wow. Awesome.
So since then, this year, 2020, when COVID-19 came, I took it positively because I believe in the power of attraction. Whatever I can be able to imagine, think, focus my mind on, say it and do, it will manifest itself in reality. That is my faith. So I decided to focus my energy on the community members that are specially enabled. Until now, from March 2020, I have reached out to 297 families. 60% of them are specially challenged. Most of them, their lives turned due to an accident. They lost hands. Some of them don't have a backbone. They have a weak backbone. And some of them they cannot walk. I reached out to them because I realized during the time of COVID-19, not many people were paying attention to them. I decided to be the voice for the voiceless. They cannot speak. Let me be the voice for them. So I am the voice for the voiceless. So I've been championing, going to villages, traveling miles and miles. Like today, I am from a place called Narok, near Saitoshi place. I traveled 262 miles today to be able to serve and reach out to a woman who had an accident 10 years ago. Her husband has 8 children and nobody has ever visited her. I am from that village. I've just arrived in Kisi, over 2 miles. I do this not because I need any honor, not because I am anticipating to get something. I have a calling inside me. I have a desire to touch people's lives. So I have reached out to a 115-year-old blind widow lady, and we've been able to help build a toilet, or rather a latrine for her. It's on Facebook. And then another person has come up on board, and he was able to build a house for this mama. Another case, a mother who is a widow with specially challenged child and another child with no means. I voiced a case. We were able to do a toilet and a house and food. And through my sister, Christine Kosachak, I've been able to do a sustainable project there, building a garden tower and a garden box for 5 women near her village. She's now going to get her own vegetables and sell the extra to take care of the children. Another case, a lady that was involved in an accident called Vera, that was in 2016 when they were celebrating their new school bus. Unfortunately, on the first day, 4 died when that happened, and 65 of them had many injuries. In this case, lost one of her hands, and the other hand has only one finger. the thumb finger. So I just went in, talked to my media friends. We voiced our case. Today, I'm happy to report Vera has received a donation of $18,000, which will go into getting a new artificial hand this week.
Wow.
That is the transformation, and that is the joy that I love to see every day. Another last case, so many. Allow me to do this one. The second last. Ryan is a 14-year-old boy who is deaf. He comes from Kisii, and his mother was married to another man, but the man rejected him because he cannot be able to speak. I went to this village to donate food and heard about Brian. I was so moved. I decided to voice his case, and today a friend came on board and I was able to buy. Brian was sleeping on the floor with no mattress, no blanket. Then a friend came on board and rescued Brian. We bought a mattress, 2 blankets, a bed, shoes, actually 3 pairs of shoes, and trousers, long pants. And the good other news is Brian has a scholarship to join special school from 2021. That is another miracle.
Wow. Wow.
My goodness.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
The last one.
Go ahead, sir.
The last one I will share about that lost the father and the mother on a tragic night. They were killed by people because the father was contesting to be the director of a coffee board here in Kisii. So the father won the election, but the competitors, organized criminals, more than 10 of them, came into the night, got the children together in the same room with the parents, and they shot them in the night in the presence of the children and spread acid on them. So they unfortunately died in 2016, and the children have been traumatized. And one of the girls actually has scars all over. And in this year, January, a bullet was removed from her chin, and she has burns all over. In 2019, I voiced her case, and I was able to get and take her to school for 1 year. This year, I went back and get food and a goat. And then I've been trying to counseling to them because they've been for what. And another organization came on board and said they were going to sponsor this girl education from year 2, 3, and 4. Unfortunately, they never lived to the promise. So this girl risks getting out of school, but I'm trusting, hoping we can get someone come on board and she will go back to school and finish and become a nurse according to her dream. So there is a lot that I can share, but I have passion to serve especially challenged people because that is my purpose, that is my mission, that is who I am on this continent. By faith, all things work for good for them that are in Christ Jesus. I am in this continent. I know the richest person on earth is someone who is able to touch people's lives, not the person who has $1,000 in their account or $1 million, but 1,000 visions to touch people's lives in a special way. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you honoring me.
Wow.
Amazing.
Amazing work, Dominic. We continue to champion the work that you are doing in the continent of Africa. This is what civility looks like in action, not in words, but in action. And that is what is so, so important to each and every one of us as we continue this initiative around the globe. Again, if you're watching the replay or someone has sent you the link, you see the work that is being done. You see the type of people who are being honored. We salute you, Dominic. Thank you, thank you for the work that you're doing. I defer to Dr. Robin and then Sir Clyde Rivers.
Yes. Dominic,
Thank
I
you
just
so
want to
much.
thank you from the bottom of my heart that you are a voice to the voiceless in Africa. I thank you for your unlimited dedication, putting in this 296 hours and walking for 250 miles. That's something that not many people will do to help another person. So we thank you for your civility and love and encouragement to others and to the special needs. Salute you and congratulations on your award, sir.
Dominic,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dominic, you are one of the top people in the world now because of this award.
Yes.
We need to do a book on Dominic so that we put out a modern day hero and let people know what the book is. So Dominic, I'll be talking with you about doing a book on you as a part of Challenge Champions and Heroes. We will do a book at some point about your life.
Oh my God.
So the world will understand that modern day heroes do live. Thank you.
You deserve it, Dominic.
Thank you so much. I've never done a book in my life.
Don't worry. We're going to make that
Now
happen
you
for
have.
you.
Absolutely. I want to bring
Then
everyone.
my dream.
Go ahead, Dr. V.
Go ahead, Dominic.
My dream is to reach out to young people to be able to change the mindset for the.
Okay.
Yes, changing the mindset of the young people. I know Dominic is having a few difficulties there, but as you know, he has traveled all around the country and the continent right now. So we just want to take a moment to salute you, Dominic, and the work that you are doing across the globe. Words cannot express how we feel, how much we appreciate you and each and every one of those who have been on today. So I'm going to bring everyone back on the line so that we can actually close out today. Grateful, and thankful for the work that God is allowing us to do as a community and how we are shaping and changing the lives of the differently abled. Again, if you have been on the show today, if you've heard something that has been a blessing to you, please share the stream out to someone, whether that's on YouTube, Facebook, or any other platform. We are here to make a difference. And something that I'd like to pretty much theme for everyone, if I could today, from this entire show is simply this: change a life and make a difference. Change a life and make a difference. No matter what continent you find yourself in or what region of the world, if you change a life, you will make a difference. And I'm grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I appreciate how you show up and how you change the world. Today, we are celebrating Challenge Champions and Heroes, first with Soyam Shaw being added to the Global Youth Representative Challenge Champions and Heroes. And then secondly, we're bringing in the Person of the Year 2020. You heard from Dominic Obadiah. This is truly a blessing. And if you think that you've heard something today, make sure that you pop over to Amazon and that you pick up Dr. Robin Lococo's book, Serving to the Top. This is not a pitch. This is not a sale. Even from the title, you can see that it is genuine and from the heart. So we're grateful and thankful to have each and every one of you as part of I Change Nations, as well as Challenge Champions. I defer to you, Dr. Robin, then to Sir Clyde Rivers.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone that participated today in support of Challenge Champions and Heroes. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and all that you do for special needs communities.
Perfect. Soyam Shaw, Always a pleasure to work with you. We're happy to have you on our team with Challenge Champions and Heroes. Dominique Obadiah, thank you for your work as a Person of the Year. Dr. Juma, Professor Akama, two of the best in the world. We love you. Hey, never forget this. Civility for all. That's our narrative for the world. Thank you all.
Absolutely.
Woo!
Truly a blessing. Thank you so much for being on, everyone. We appreciate you. God bless you all and make today great. Remember this: if you change one life, you will make a difference. And civility truly is the engine that transforms and changes our world. God bless you and have a great and awesome rest of your day, afternoon, or evening. Talk to you all really soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
God bless you all.